Hari Om. Namaste. This is Ribhuvani Vilasa class, which is a beginner class for Samskrtam through English. Okay. We have entered the 5th class. The class before this was 4th, but I said 3rd in that. So that was the 4th class and this is the 5th class. Number of the classes like wrongly told in the last class. I'm sorry for that. Let us begin with Prarthana. यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तं देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्. So, yeah, right. So what we finished, let us just do a little revision. We have finished the 3 persons, verbal forms with terminations in the 3 numbers. Okay. We also practiced it. Then we also learnt about something called Rupantaranam, the change in the form of the dhatu before it takes the termination, which results in the changed final form. The dhatu, which is the verbal root, looks different from the final form that it takes. We can call it the first form. Okay, the first form means the Prathama Purusha. Are you able to see? One moment. Yes, no, sorry. Let's close it. Yes. Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam. That is this form. Okay, so this form is the first form. Once there is a first form, there are bound to be all these forms. Remember, once this T form is there, all these 9 forms are bound to be there and more. Okay, we will have more later. For now, we only have this 9 forms. We will call it 3 into 3 grid or 3 into 3 table. 3 into 3 is a dhatu table. Okay, it's a dhatu form table where we have the forms of the verbs. The dhatu is having a meaning and that meaning is retained by it all over whatever form it takes. Along with that, the termination added, that is the ti, taha, anti, etc. They will add up certain more information, some more information to that dhatu, like to go, to be, to laugh, to see. Instead of that, we will have, like not instead of that, that will have a termination for itself, like to laugh will have a termination or a suffix. Okay, and it will accordingly add the dhatu meaning along with the person meaning. So the person is the first person, then I laugh or I am laughing. So that form will be hasami. So from this table we will consider. So with this, I mean, you must be aware of these terms. I am not using the English so that we avoid confusion. we will stick to one terminology. Okay, so that again and again I need not see this teaching is through English. I agree. I should be like giving you more like space for expression through English, but because I'm a tradition lover and I have learned Sanskritam almost through tradition. Most of the times I was a modern student for in the beginning, but later I became a traditional student. I learned from gurus. They taught me using these terms. Using the retaining the Sanskrit terms will be advantageous at a later stage. People who want to learn Sanskritam, they go more by modern, those who learn through English, they go by modernity more. They go for the English terms and all. After certain time, they lose track of the traditional Sanskritam. So that is why to retain that freeness, that feeling, we will keep these things happen. Just give me one moment, just one moment. Yes. This is how it works. So once the pattern is there in the uh, mind, okay, once we have got accustomed to these things, then it is very easy to relate. So Prathama Purusha, I'm telling, please write the code like the Sanskrit and the English equivalent. Please write it down in your notes. Try to keep it in the mind. Whenever I say Prathama Purusha, try to recognize it. I'll try to be slow. I'll speak slow so that you will understand it. We will have a like step by step approach very slowly. These are going to be very elaborate classes. Okay, we will have enough practice because we are going through forms. We are directly learning through forms. Okay. So this these terms, let me tell you, Prathama Purusha. Okay, this is third person. Madhyama Purusha, second person. Uttama Purusha, first person. Okay, these are the, then this Eka Vachanam, singular. Number, this is for number, singular. Dvivachanam, dual. Bahuvachanam, plural. Okay. So I used to think in childhood, Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam, Trivachanam, there should be a Trivachanam also. When I grew up, I understood, oh my, learning these three forms itself is a very big deal. If there were a Trivachanam, Chaturvachanam, what would happen? You know, it would be, oh my, oh my. So many forms added, multiplied, multiplied, multiplied. Okay. So this is going to be the standard. Third person, second person, first person. Singular, dual, plural. Okay. And now I'll tell you a kind of this thing, a small mantra kind of, okay, small mantras we have like E, A, I, Ya, Ho, O, Au, like that we have some mantras coming in between. Okay, let us do this. Huh? We'll start with He Prathama, You Madhyama, I Uttama. I am Uttama, you know. In Samskrtam, I am always Uttama. Okay, you are Madhyama. You are like medium. Madhyama has two meanings like medium, mediocre, and medium means the medium with which we, like English is a medium for us to communicate. Like that. So you are Madhyama. Like that is one meaning. Second is secondary. Okay, medium is secondary. Like you are secondary. I am Uttama. I am the best, you know. In Sanskrit, it's like that. Uttama Purusha. I am the best person, you know. So in English, it's only first person. I is only first person. But in Sanskrit, I is the best person. You know, you should enjoy that. Yeah.
Hari Om Bhagini.
Yeah, Hari Om.
Uttama Purusha Ramudu Uttama Purushudu.
Not
Kabatti
that.
no. I am telling just listen. నేను ఎప్పుడు ఉత్తమ పురుషుడిలాగే ఉండాలని రాముడిలాగా ఉండాలని అనుభవించుకుంటూ అట్లా ఉత్తమ పురుషుడు పెట్టారని నేను అనుకుంటున్నాను.
Okay. Like what she says is we have a statement in Telugu when they teach grammar, we always are like related with Rama. A lot of Rama will come for us also. Okay, so we are not lot like Rama is good boy. That is what the first basic sentence we learn in Telugu. Okay, so she is telling Rama is Uttama. That's why we always should be like that. We should seek inspiration from that. It's a great idea. Thank you so much for the input. But we are learning through English, so Telugu is not here. We will have Telugu classes separately. Okay.
This is English classes only.
This is through English only. Okay.
Okay. Then I will leave.
No. You can be there. No problem. If you understand English, you can be there. Just,
Okay.
you can be there. No problem.
పురుషోత్తముడు అని చెప్తారు కదా.
So I Uttama. So this is a very great inspiring thing in Sanskrit. I really like it. So we are Uttama means we should try to be retaining that position. It's a responsibility again. Okay. And we also should learn Sanskrit to the Uttama level. Okay. So that I call myself Uttama all my life with Sanskrit inside my heart. So he Prathama. So this is a kind of like we are trying to associate the Purushas with the right words. So he Prathama, you Madhyama, I Uttama. If you learn like this, then the numbers will follow. It's like he is also associated with they. We need not do this. We need not do this. He, they, and you, singular and plural. We need not do this. Okay. He is Upalakshanam. There is something called Upalakshanam. That means he stands for he, she, it, and they. So for four words, the he stands. Okay. You stands for you singular, you plural in English, and you dual in Samskrita. There is a you singular, you dual, you plural. So this you is Upalakshanam for all these ideas. And I stands for I, we both, and we many. Like this, you have to associate. Once you have this mantra in your mind, you will never forget these persons. Okay. So this is a small mantra. Please try to learn that. Okay. I'll try to make it a box. Put a box around. Right. Okay. So he Prathama, you Madhyama, I Uttama. This is a very beautiful, like I teach it in Hindi, I teach it in Telugu, I teach it everywhere. So whichever language I teach Samskritam, I tell this mantra to them. Okay, he Prathama, you Madhyama, I Uttama. Then, so this is how. Now I say Prathama Purusha, then he. So it's the. Then one more mantra. So we can also make one more table of the same kind, and we can say one more idea. Ti prathama, Si madhyama, and Mi uttama. Okay, so Mi uttama again, right? In English also it is wonderful, and in Samskrtam also it's wonderful, right? This is Ti, Si, Mi. Let me write it in English. So Ti, Si, Mi. And again remember, Ti stands for all the three forms. Si stands for all the three forms like Si, Tha, Tha. Mi, Vahama. Just for mantra sake. For the mantra we have the like the only those basic letters, but it means it is all inclusive. So Ti Prathama, Si Madhyama, Mi Uttama. So Ti, Si, Mi. These kinds of tables will help us to retain the idea, learn them faster, remember them, use them, and be happy. Okay? Once we learn something, we always crave to use it. We always want to use it. But nothing is there in the brain. When we want to speak, was it T, was it C, what was it? Oh my. So these things will be avoided once you put the things in your mind. Along with the table, see many people say hasati, hasata, hasanti. People tell it like, you know, in a like a train goes with such clarity, like a flight goes for a, you know, for a takeoff, like that they tell. But if I ask, what is hasatha? Hasatha. This happens. Okay. So we should avoid it. We should not fall into that pit. That's why please learn this table, learn the idea, associate the purushas, associate the vachanas, the numbers very, very clearly. For that, this will help. Once you learn this, Ti Prathama, Si Madhyama, Mi Uttama, then the Ti stands for Ti Taha Anti, Si Tha Tha, Mi Vahama. For a teacher in this position of teaching, it is a game. I don't have any difficulty in remembering them because I have been using these things since long, long time. But for beginners, it is going to be a little challenge. So these are the things I wanted to give you. Now let us go to today's this one. Okay. Right. Okay, so we don't have a separate chat. If you want, you can ask something. You can also unmute and ask. Once I complete a topic and once we are entering into a new one, we can communicate, right? No problem. Don't hesitate. We can be speaking. We can be telling each other's feelings, whatever you have doubts, whatever you can discuss. It's open for discussions. It's not I speaking and you all listeners. It's not like, don't like such classes at all. Now we'll go to today's lesson. We have these words. I want one of you to come ahead and read them. Ashrinidhi.
Yes, ma'am. Hari Om.
Yeah.
Bhavati, Chetati, Pushyati, Tushyati, Nashyati, Likhati, Vindati, Tudati, Chintayati, Kathayati.
Correct. Okay. So you have observed these words. I want Madhavi Lataji to read it again. For all your convenience, please Madhavi ji.
Hari Om, ma'am. Bhavati, Chetati, Pushyati, Tushyati, Nashyati, Likhati, Vindati, Tudati, Chintyati.
Chintayati.
Sorry, Chintayati.
Chintayati.
Last one. I'm not able to see.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Kathayati.
Correct. Very good. Okay, now let us come back to our x plus y formula. Okay, x plus y formula tells us that this is the thing. So, bhu plus a plus ti, right? And we have bhu changing to bo, about which we have learnt in the last class. So, bhu or bhu becomes bho, then bho a ti becomes ba va ti because of sandhi process and all. It becomes like that. Let us also write for Chetati. What is the dhatu behind chetati? Can someone tell me? According to the guna principle you have learned. Those who have learned newly can be like responsive in this, or else I will tell.
Chetati.
Chetati has which dhatu? Like bhavati has bhu dhatu. The dhatu inside is bhu, not bhav. Chi and there is one more letter.
A. Chi plus A.
No, not chi plus a.
Like chet should be chet plus A plus T.
Correct. Thank you. It should be chit plus a plus ti. Kadamma. Now you follow.
Okay. Yes, I follow, ma'am. I follow.
Because you have to write the Anupurvi. First of all, Anupurvi should be clear in our minds. That's why lot of practice. That's why I put one big gap for each class. So that you practice it so much that you can see the letter, see the word and guess the letters. Like in English, we have an advantage in this point, like Paninian form I said. Then P-A-N-I-N-I-Y-A-N-F-O-R-M. So we have all the letters tuck, like separate. But in Sanskrit, it's not like that. If you want to write the same thing, you will write like this, isn't it? Bhavati. So we have all the letters separate. But in Sanskrit, this is one part, this is one part, this is one part. So there are only 3 letters. So unfortunately, it is like that. Now if we will write a Anupurvi separately, it's going to be something like this. The bh forming one letter, a, bh, a, bha, v, a, va, t, e, ti, like that. So when you see chetati, you said chi, correct. You just took the a into e and changed it. Now on the ta, there is t plus a, isn't it? So this is chit plus a. You should not forget the letters, okay? That is one thing. Now, okay, this is the chit dhatu becoming chetati because of the some process called rupantaranam, guna, okay, the guna parivartanam is happening, the change by guna. Now let us take the next step, which is pushyati. Now what is happening in pushyati? Write the Anupurvi in your notebooks. Push, you understand, or let us also write p plus u, sh plus y plus a, then t plus e, isn't it? Now if we take dhatu part, p plus this part is dhatu part, then we have this part, then we have this part. Is it clear? I'll write it in. Okay, Devanagari is no use for you all, I understand. So let me also give you the IAST. And writing IAST each time is a little difficult task for me. Right, no problem. Still I'll try. So P plus U. Again, don't look at the English letters and pronounce it as an English letter. It's not P plus U and sh and then Y plus A. It's not like that. Please stick to Sanskrit sounds. Okay, P, U, sh, y, a, t, e. But we have this letter in between here. Do you see that? We have this one and we called it x plus a plus y, isn't it? So this is x, this is y and this is a, which is the, what was it? Can anybody recall? It was called Gana Pratyaya or the Gana marker, some marker suffix. It was a fix, it was a termination only which comes in between. Let's not call it termination. It comes in between, it's a fix. It's an infix which comes in between, okay, and it represents certain things. We will learn about those today. So do you find any like difference between chetati and pushyati. So chit, chet, bhu, bho was okay. And we can also take one more dhatu like hasati. We have been learning it, patati, etc. If we will see like pat plus a plus ti, isn't it? So we had this a. Now if I observe pushyati, what is pushyati having inside? So like this, like the dhatu, if we'll take directly the form, so push plus what is there? There is ti in the end. What is there in between?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ya is there. Okay. Push ya ti. It is pat a ti, but it is push ya ti. Right? Okay, keep it there. Let us not worry about it. We observed a difference. Okay. So if you observe these words, these are like taking the guna, like bhu becomes bho bhava, chit becomes chet, and then this we have discussed. Something similar is this pushyati, tushyati, tush. Okay. Then we have something nashyati, same again. Now we have another one likhati, likhati. Okay, so we'll come to likhati now. Okay, now let me compare this with this. There is a likhati, there is a chitati. Chit is becoming chetati, but lik, does it show that guna? Did guna happen here?
No, if it would
No.
have happened, it would be lekhati.
Lekhati, correct, right. But we don't see lekhati, we see only likhati.
Yeah.
Isn't it one more observation valid?
Yes.
I am telling all this to you because you are all mixed students. Most of you are already learnt. One or two don't know. And it's an imbalance in the class. If I like without revision, if I ask you to concentrate on all these things, it will be difficult for you. So I am giving you my own like inputs so that you can connect with the idea. But even those who have background, please try to connect with the idea. Okay. Now, let's go to the next word. So we have compared likhati and chetati separately. We have compared patati and pushyati. We have found certain, differences in that. Then let us go to the next dhatu. There is a vindati. So now you can tell me what would have happened to vindati and what it did not take. Tell me. So vindati has
No guna as well. There is still E.
no guna.
It doesn't change to A.
Yeah. It did not change to A, right? That's what you said?
Yes, that's the observation.
Right, yes. So guna did not happen, the E did not change to A. That's what we observe. Then there is one more, tudati. Can Daria tell me what would have happened in tudati? Do you find anything which should have happened and it did not happen?
Two.
Tu should have become
Mm-hmm.
what should it have changed to?
U change, I think.
No, it had to change. Something in this had to change. Because we had buddhyati. Do you remember buddh?
Uh-huh.
Buddh becomes, sorry, not buddhyati. Buddh becomes bodhati. Like that, tud becomes
Todhati.
todhati. Right. But did it become?
Tod. Tod.
Tod. It did not become tod, right?
Mm-hmm.
It retains to the ti only, right?
Yeah.
So this is one more thing. So we can see that these two are undergoing guna, and these three are showing ya instead of a. Though these show a, they are not showing guna. Okay, now we come to the last two. Can somebody tell the Anupurvi of this with the x plus a plus y formula? Not complete Anupurvi, that is not needed. Just tell me in this formula. Srinidhi can try. She's a pure beginner, that's why I ask her.
Chinta plus ya plus a plus ti. Four
Ah.
things.
Okay, ya plus a is there, you said right. But what about chinta? How will be the dhatu? Is it chinta or chint?
Chint only.
Chint only. Yeah, dhatu will be chint. Right. Then we have a over the ta. Right?
Yeah.
And next letter is
Ya plus
ya
yeah.
plus
Plus
a.
ti.
Then t plus e.
E.
We can write it as t because we know. Okay, so we'll put a plus here. Now, coming to this complex, we have this is x, this is y. What should this be? This should be the Gana marker, of course. What exists between x plus y is the a, and a is the Gana marker. Okay, so the a is changing. Do you see that? A changed. When it was patati, it was a. The a changed to ya when it was pushyati. The a changed to, so we can combine this. Okay, we'll put the a into the ya back. So the a changes to aya in this, and the a is a only here, but it is not changing to guna. Okay, I'll say the observations again within the dhatus. Here the a is bhu plus a plus ti. So the a is the gana marker, and we see a guna happening here. Bhu becomes bhava. Followed? Should I write everything, or as I already showed, that's why I'm telling you orally. Is it okay? Are you all following? Please unmute and tell me.
Yes, it's okay.
But it will be good if we have beside, we can take screenshot later.
Okay, fine.
When the root itself is changing, even that is a guna marker, is it?
Gana marker. No, guna is different, gana is different.
Okay.
Gana marker is different. We are talking about conjugation. Okay, verbs, the dhatus, the verbal roots have some conjugations. We'll come to that. Okay, shortly.
Okay.
So here, okay, I'll write it beside, I'll write it. But I write in Devanagari. Okay, bhu plus a plus ti. Then this is chit plus a plus ti. Okay, now this becomes push plus ya plus ti. This becomes tush plus ya plus ti. So instead of writing ya plus a, I am writing it as a complex because it's all one unit. That's why. Okay, nash plus ya plus ti. Then okay, I'll put it. Enable the screenshot. Give me one moment. I just close my this thing. Okay, put it up and yeah. Yes. Okay. So now you can take all will be covered here after I write. Okay, of course after I write. Okay, then we have likhati, where lik did not change to guna, though the a is there. Okay, then vind also did not change to vend. Okay, Vendati did not become, right? Then Tudati did not become Todati, right? We see Tud, the U is retained. Coming to Chintayati, it is Chint plus Aya plus Ti. Kathayati, Kath plus Aya plus Ti. Okay, so please take a screenshot of this. With the help of, even those who don't know Devanagari, with the help of this, you can make it. So I just wrote Lik A Ti. I'll read out again for your convenience. Bhu A Ti, Chit A Ti, Push Ya Ti, Tush Ya Ti, Nash Ya Ti, Lik A Ti, Wind A Ti, Tud A Ti, Chint Aya Ti, Kath Aya Ti. Okay, so these are the forms that we are discussing. These are very important factors which will decide something which is relevant to us. Okay, most of the Sanskrit learners are not aware of these at the beginning point. They are given certain dhatus, they are given this concept of a dhatu. They just start using it randomly. They put whatever dhatu they get, they only try to put a. They say nashati, they say tushati, then it will be very dangerous. That's why we have to learn it. Okay, now we will come to these factors which decide which will come. Now how will we know? Okay, how will we know whether it will be a with guna, whether it will be a without guna, whether it will be ya or whether it will be aya? Ya also without guna. We can also see that the tush did not become tosh. The push did not become posh. You observe it, right? There is a dhatu. Push dhatu is there in this category also. It becomes po. Okay, what will it become? Okay, you tell me. If there is a push, okay, what will it become?
Posh.
Posh. Okay, so it will become poshati. And there is a dhatu. There is really also a dhatu. And there is also a dhatu in this, which says, if the dhatu is there in this category, what will it become?
Chintyati.
No. Chinta okay. Chintayati. Chintayati is okay. I am asking push. If push were there in this category, it will become aya will be there. Okay. Just this is the difference making factor. All the rest is same. X plus y is same. Everywhere x plus y is same. Only the a factor is changing. Okay. Only the a factor. Now we will learn about that a factor. Okay. Okay, take a screenshot. I'll just retain it here. Right. Now we'll go ahead. So all this was written for just explanation. So I just remove it. Now there is a concept called gana. Okay, there is a gana. It is called conjugation. Conjugation. This conjugation is the deciding factor for this element in the form. Okay. What happens is, there is a, this table is important. Okay, this I'll show you. If you observe, okay, this has changed the font size. Yeah. The conjugations are the deciding factors which give this vikarana. Okay. So these are the 4 conjugations that we learnt until now. Okay. First we learnt only the first conjugation. Then we learnt about the guna concept. Now we are coming to learn for all the ganas. Okay. So these are the Gana suffixes. Okay, Gana suffixes or Gana pratyaya. Pratyaya means suffix. We need not use termination, we did not use suffix, we did not use infix. Pratyaya is the technical word for that. Please write it down in your notes. Pratyaya. Okay, I will write it here. Okay, pratyaya. That means suffix or termination, whichever suits. Okay. There are 10 conjugations of Sanskrit dhatus. Believe me, I have learnt a little bit of German. I have learnt a little bit of Russian, and they all taught me some or the other categories of verbs, nouns, etc. These categories don't exist in English alone. Only English doesn't have these categories. Okay, but English has regular verbs, irregular verbs, or something like that, where the ed form, the t forms, etc. They are like the past participle that will have a different form. That's all. We categorize the verbs according to that. So there is, I mean to say, there is some kind of classification in all the languages regarding the verbs, regarding the nouns. I tell this because those who are introduced Sanskrit through non-grammar, non-conceptual methods are not aware of these, and they oppose it. They say, oh, no, all this stuff is not needed to learn Sanskrit. But believe me, it is very important. Okay. So, and it has to happen at the very basic level, because all other languages also teach the same way. All other languages, whichever language you want to learn, Japanese, Chinese, whatever you want to learn, they will have some kind of categories. We have to accept it. So these categories are pertaining to Sanskrit language, where we have the x plus y in between that a, the Vikarana Pratyaya. The Vikarana Pratyaya is like this. There are total 10 conjugations. There are total 10 conjugations, but we are taking only 4 of them for now. Okay, the first, 4th, 6th and 10th. We are not taking all of them, because the Vikarana Pratyaya involves certain Sandhi knowledge, certain complexities there. So we will come to those other ganas later. Okay. And there is a okay, I'll tell you the background idea of this now. What is the idea is, language, when they found the language, they found the dhatu, they found the verbal forms, they found that they are showing certain differences like what we have seen. It was pushyati, but it was bhavati, vadati, okay, or bodhati. Okay, somewhere it is bodhati, somewhere it is tudati, not todati. Okay, somewhere it is chintayati, not chentayati or chentati. Chinta should be chintati or chentati, something like that. But it is chintayati. Okay, katha dhatu, it should be kathati. If we take the first this conjugation and we take katha, it will be kathati, isn't it? But it is not kathati because it belongs to this category. So it should become kathayati. Okay. So aya should be added between the x plus y. The x plus a, that a part is aya. So that is why please practice Anupurvi more and try to see the norms. See the norms of those additions, whichever come. Aya comes. So it will be aya, complete aya. So chint aya chintayati. Chur aya chorayati. So guda is also happening sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't happen. We don't know when it will happen. So we have to have certain exposure to dhatus before we understand. There is no hard and fast rule in the 10th gana. Okay. So we'll call it Prathama gana. Okay. So we'll call it Prathama gana, Chaturtha gana, Shashtha gana and Dashama gana. So Gana is the name or the Vikarana. It is also called Vikarana. So this first conjugation has a characteristic of taking the guna. Okay. So what happens is guna is happening. Though this letter and this letter are same, the difference between the first and the sixth ganas is that the first gana dhatus take the guna, but the sixth gana doesn't take the guna. So no guna for 6, yes guna for first. That is the difference. But this will remain same. A will remain same. So tud will not become toda. Vind will not become venda. Okay, like that. Then coming to fourth gana, this fourth is like peculiar. It has also ya and it has also no guna. No guna happens in this. And the dhatu is retained like divyati. It just becomes longer. We'll come to that later, very late. It's not our cup of tea right now. So push, we'll take push. Then pushyati. It's not poshyati. It's not poshyati, but it is pushyati. Tushyati. Nrit. What will nrit become? Srinidhi, what will nrit become?
Nrityati.
Nrityati. Okay. What will it become if it were the first conjugation?
No. Yes. No.
You remember the song? E-A-I-Ya song?
No.
So E-A-I-Ya, U-O-Au-Va, R, Ar, R, Ra. So the R becomes Ar. So Nr becomes Nar. Okay. So Nrit plus A plus T, if it were, it is not. It is not. Let me tell you, it's a star marked. We are telling something which is like for our exercise I am telling. Nrit, if it were first, it would be Nrit, it would be Nartati. But because it is sixth gana, it is fourth gana, it is Nrityati. And now no guna happens. Do you understand? I'll tell again. There is a dhatu called Nrit, which means to dance. Nrit belongs to the fourth gana. That's why it is bound to take this kind of form. So Nrityati will become Nrityati. I asked a question. What will happen if Nrit were the first conjugation? Then the R will become Ar because the first conjugation takes guna. So Nrityati, instead of that it will be Nrit-a-ti and the Nrit will become Nart because R-ar-ar. So Ru-ar. So Ru will become Ar, Nrit will become Nart. Okay, like that. Are you able to visualize? Because I am not writing each thing. I can write it down. It's not a big deal. So Nrit plus Ya plus Ti. This is the present condition. Okay, if it were Bhuadi, then Nrit will become N. Let me show you the, okay, these things. It is this, isn't it? Nrit, right? Agree? Now this R, it will take what form? Ar. So N plus Ar plus T. So it will become Nart. What was Nrit will become Nart. Okay, I was trying to tell this, but it does not because it belongs to fourth gana. Okay. Until here, is it clear to you all? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Usha, how we can identify this class of the verb? So when I see this new root, how I can identify how I should change it?
Yes, very good question. Rightly you have asked. So this is the Dhatu Patha is the place where we do it. Okay, so we have such arrangements for Sanskrit. Luckily, the number of dhatus is limited. It is around 2000. Okay. Now I'll show you a place where we have such things ready. Just give me one moment. Okay. This one, yeah. Yeah. Yes. So this is the place which I can give you. It is digitized. Previously, like before all these things came in, we used to use books. Okay. So the list of dhatus with the gana details, the book is called Dhatu Patha. Okay. So Dhatu Patha means the listing out of dhatus. Simply it means listing out of dhatus. And this is Paniniya, made by Panini's followers. Either Panini made himself by or he or other successors made it. And this is digitized. Now here you see 01. So this is in Devanagari again. I'm sorry. I don't know if it is changeable. He didn't give any transliteration thing. What you can do is you can just copy paste it in your maybe the whole page you can copy paste and turn to IAST. Okay, then it will be useful for you. There are other places, but I have seen that it has English meaning also, but the first form is not there. I have a Dhatu Patha which I made. I can share that with you. For now, the total Dhatu Patha will not be useful for you because you don't have much knowledge about dhatus. Okay. For now, this will help you. Like what all dhatus I taught you till now, I can put them here. Like I put Vada in the search. So it comes 01. So this is Vadi and this is Vadi. It is written here. All these ganas have names like this. Okay, these names and listing out, I have all the table. I can give you all that. It's not a big deal. But for beginners, I don't feel that is all needed. Just some information is enough. 1, 4, 6, 10 are the dhatu conjugations that I am teaching. Okay, so this also belongs to 10th gana. So let us see magic what happens. So when I click the first gana dhatu, it is vadati, vad, vadati. Okay, and then I click the second one. It has two forms, vadati and vadayati. So vadayati is, ignore these things. I will teach about this later. So first look at the left side part of it. Only we are dealing with left side for now. I will tell about all these terms later. Don't worry about them. I'll come back to that. For now, the left side forms and this first table. I told you there are many tables. See how many tables are there. So we are going to read about all of them. We will learn about them later. Don't worry, okay? Much things are about to come. So for now, this is the 3 into 3 that we have learnt. So when it is 10th conjugation, see here, it is there here. The name is Churadi. Okay, the name of the gana is Churadi. I'll give you the 4 gana names. Okay, it becomes Vadayati. Aya. It takes Aya. When it is first gana, it is Vadati. Okay, then I will show you Bhu Bhava. Okay, the Bhu is the first dhatu. It is in it is again in the 2 this one. Okay, in the 10th also, in this also. So Bhu Bhavati first. So Ti Taha Anti again common, we have all those forms. Then we have Bhavayati. Don't worry about this. So Bhavayati. 2 forms. Then At, let us take At. So At is Atagatau. So this dhatu is Bhwadi. Okay, this is Bhwadi means first conjugation. Like that we can know which dhatu takes what form and all. Okay. So these details are, I have a dhatu patha which have all these details except this English meaning. Okay, I will share that document with you. You can keep it for future use. Okay. And yeah, this you can take a picture. Oh, sorry, I'll give it to you in the IAST. Give me one moment. I forget this. When I make the material, I forget this factor. I'll put it down. That table you can take a picture, right? and I want to fit. Yes, beautiful. Right. We also make one more size. Oh, no, we can't. So let's keep it. So 12 is better. Right. This is the best. Right. So this is Prathama Gana or the first conjugation. Then the name of the Gana is Vadi. Okay. The first representative dhatu is Bhu and the form is Bhavati. So when they made these conjugations, what they did was they chose one dhatu which will represent this Gana. So these are the representative dhatus. Tud is the representative for the 6th Gana. Chur for the 10th and all, so on and so forth. We have a bigger table of this. I have it in my next set of lessons. I'll present it to you. Whenever required, I'll give you. Okay, don't worry about these. Such things will come to you very easily. Don't worry. And try to learn the Sanskrit names. Again, this is a request, not an order, but this is a request. Try to know the numbers in Samskrtam itself, so that we know we don't use. I have seen, like, it was my own experience. I also learned through English. I was not a traditional student in the beginning. Lot of grammar books, all English. When I sit in the traditional circles, I was like this, they all talk the Sanskrit terms and I was learning Vyakarana. It was very, very my head was down with shame. I was not able to connect. That's why it took some time before I could. Okay, then I developed this, using both the terms. Then now I try to stick to Samskrita. So you also, I request you all to do that. So let us call this Vikarana, Gana, etc. Okay, remember this name. Instead of conjugation, say Gana. Instead of first, say Prathama. Okay, so or use the names Vadi. People don't do it in English. In English circles, people don't encourage to use the Sanskrit terms at all. Don't worry. Okay, that's everybody has their own styles. So this is Bhwadi, Divadi, Tudadi, Churadi. These are the names. These are the 4 ganas that we are going to learn for the basic level. Not all basic level, but after some time we will come across those other conjugations also, other ganas also. Okay. Okay, this again you will need in IAST. So let me bring it to you. So I am trying to put that formula and yeah, right. So these are the dhatus that we have. Okay, the Chaturtha Gana dhatus, the Shashtha Gana, that is the 6th Gana, and 10th Gana. You already know Bhwadi. You already have done 3 lessons. 3 lessons and all the dhatu, the list of dhatus I gave you for practice, the Bhana, Vada, Ata, Chala, Chara, Raksha, Vada, all these belong to first category only. Now this is the new lesson in which we have learned some new dhatus which belong to 4th, 6th and 10th ganas. So we will take 10 dhatus each. I will give you the list in the group, then you can practice. Okay, so Chaturtha Gana Dhatavaha, the 4th Gana Dhatus, Shashtha Gana Dhatavaha, the 6th Gana Dhatus, the Dashama Gana Dhatavaha, 10th Gana Dhatus. And let me show you the formula for the Chaturtha Gana, the first one, the 4th Gana. One moment. Will it come? Yes, now it will come. Yeah. You can take a picture. So Chaturtha Gana Dhatu has the Ya as a Vikarana Pratyaya. Here it is. You can correspondingly look at this part. Ya is the Vikarana Pratyaya. Not Ya, but Ya. Okay. Dhatu plus Ya plus Purusha Pratyaya. That is X plus A plus Y formula. So the A is Ya here. Now the Prathama Purusha, Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam and Bahuvachanam. Then in the meanwhile, in the same way, you can connect with the Madhyama Purusha and the Uttama Purusha, that is second person and the first person. You can connect later. I only show you the 3 numbers of the Prathama Purusha, that is the third person. Okay, that is he Prathama or ti Prathama. I am trying to teach you that. So the dhatu is nashti. The x plus y is nashti. Okay, and the x plus a plus y formula is nashyati, and the whole word is nashyati. Similarly, okay, nashyataha and then nashyanti. Okay, so it's like that. Okay, so this is the like bhu, mo ati, vad ati, like that, nashyati. Then we'll come to the sixth gana. Sixth gana has the same like first gana, except that it does not take guna. Okay. Now you can take a picture. Give me a moment, please. Okay, here we take a dhatu. That's why I took lik dhatu by choice. I took it so that you realize that there is not, the lekhati is not happening. Okay, so it belongs to the sixth gana. Likhati, likhataha, likhanti. Okay, except that guna doesn't happen. No other change is there. Now we'll come to dashama gana or the 10th conjugation. Okay, so this has aya. So dhatu plus aya plus purusha pratyaya. Okay, dhatu plus aya plus purusha pratyaya. Now this one says katha kath ayati kathayati kath ayataha. So it is a inherent part of all the verbal forms. So again kathayati, kathayataha, kathayanti, kathayasi, kathayathaha, kathayatha, kathayami, kathayavaha, kathayamaha. All those, like once the ti form is there, all the grid is going to happen in the same way. In the same way, nothing changes. Like for example, you say kathayati and then kathyataha or something else. No. Or kathanti. No, it will be kathaya, the retaining part, kathayati, kathayataha, kathayanti, kathayasi, kathayathaha, kathayatha, kathayami, kathayava, kathayamaha, kathayavaha, kathayama. Okay, so we can make that 3 into 3 grid for all these dhatus as well, keeping in view the vikarana pratyaya. So far clear? Is it all clear to you all? Please tell me if something is not clear.
It's clear, ma'am.
Clear? Fine. Okay, so there are 4 ganas. We have learnt along with formula how those vikarana pratyayas affect the final forms, how to pull out the dhatu and where to look for this. We will cover the upasargas later. Okay, upasargas next class we will go to upasargas. And believe me, it is going to be very like hierarchically, slowly the this thing is growing up. Okay, the complexity is growing up. You have to be conscious. I'll give you some dhatus for practice. I have some dhatus ready, don't worry about that. You'll get lot of things for practice, no problem. I'll post it in the group. Group is the only place. I am thinking of making a Google Doc and all. Only now I get some time. Lot of traveling happened. I was very tired for some time. Now I am back to myself. So maybe by the next week I'll try to do something for your homeworks and all. Systematically we'll deal with it. Okay. Whatever doubts you have, you can always ask me in the chat, in the WhatsApp chat, etc. Okay, so let's close it here. Zoom is there. I'll stop share. Yes. So shall we do Swasti? Close for today. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखं भवेत्। नमो नमः शुभमस्तु टु एवरीवन। हरि
Thank you.
Goodbye.